This is the Losi Super Baja Rey 2.0 and it's absolutely insane. It can run 8S and can reach speeds of over 55 miles an hour. And at the moment, I think it's one of the best looking electric RC trucks on the market. So let's take a look at some footage and we'll review and talk about this model. We're on location here at a construction site that isn't done yet. It's a perfect location for this truck because it looks like desert Baja running, feels like desert Baja running. There's sand, there's gravel. The dirt was a little bit more compact than I would have liked, but it still ran really good. The bumps were a little bit harsh in some areas because the sand was so compacted, but it was still a lot of fun. The wind was also a bit of a problem here. It was blowing pretty good, so some of the clips have some good wind gusts in them, and I'll try to turn those down so they don't sound like crap. But yeah, overall, hopefully the model sound comes through well. The things I like about this truck are the great suspension. It soaks up the bumps and is tunable. You can change out the shock oil for more tunability if you want, but even in stock form, it did pretty well. This truck is also fast enough on 6S, and it's really fast on 8S, so it's really fun at both battery levels. This video is a combination of both 8S and 6S because I changed the batteries about halfway through the run. I really love the looks of the truck. The size allows it to look like a real Baja truck when running, as some of these clips will show. And it comes with a great light kit that I have yet to try at night. I think this location and the truck itself just made for good footage that makes it look like a real Baja truck running in the desert. It was so much fun to run, and I'm going to be hitting this spot up again for sure. There are a couple things about the truck that bothered me. I think some of the things with the truck that bug me a little bit are the number of body screws. There are like 20 body screws, so if you need to take the body off or anything, you'll be there for a while, and it's best to keep power equipment nearby so you can do it really quickly. One of the reasons why that number of body screws can be a problem is that if you're running in grass, or even in some of the areas that I was running here today, you can get grass in the ESC fan, and you can hear the fan kind of stop running or brushing up against something, and you need to clean that out. And in order to do that, sometimes you will need to take the body off, but you do have to keep an eye on that fan. If it's not running, you should stop, take it out, and clean it, because I've gotten grass, rocks, I've got a burr stuck in that fan. So that's one of the downsides of the location of the fan, or maybe it needs some screening or something to protect it, but I've had to deal with this a couple of times. The batteries on this truck can be kind of time consuming to load, so you have to give yourself time to load them. Fishing the lines through the hole that's given is not the easiest, and I actually had to purchase battery lead extensions because I couldn't make the corner to plug them in. If you're going to run this truck, definitely have some blue Loctite handy, because I spent an hour or so in the field looking for wheel nuts that flew off at high speed. So when you're running fast, definitely expect to lose a wheel nut if you haven't Loctited them. Even just torquing them down heavily isn't sufficient. I don't know if it's the braking or just the vibrations, but those will come flying off when you least expect it, and you'll have a hard time finding it if you're in a gravelly or grassy spot. I'll throw some of those wheel nut footage clips at the end of this video. Here's a little slow motion of the suspension moving. It's not the best quality, but kind of shows the suspension doing work. I definitely think I could do some work on the suspension, maybe tune it better, because I flipped so many times, but all it does is take you going sideways and hitting a hard object and it will start flipping. So, but it's really resilient, and you can either flips itself back over and start running again, or you have to go flip it, and I haven't gotten any breakage from the flips that have occurred yet. I imagine if I drive this thing a lot, I'll probably be going through tires pretty quickly too, which isn't a bad problem, but it's a problem to have for sure, because the harder surfaces and concrete and pavement might be more hard on the tires than just regular sand. There's a couple of companies that make rear cage supports for this because the rear end is a little bit floppy. I might get those eventually. Right now, it hasn't caused too much of an issue. I did have the wheels wear away some of the body paint, so I actually put some heavy tape under the body to try to prevent it from eating away the body. I really enjoyed this little jump here, but the landing zones weren't very long, so kind of had to get on brakes really quickly after you did the jump. But you'll see it multiple times in the video, and it was fun to just get it to jump and watch the suspension do its work. Well, those are my initial thoughts on the Super Baja Rey 2.0. I really like this truck. It's extremely fun to take out and drive in multiple locations. I think it doesn't do too well in the grass. It really just wants to run on dirt. I ran it on gravel too, and it did pretty good on gravel. It didn't really beat up the body or anything like that, but I think the footage that I got today is really where this truck is at home. I'm going to find some more sandy environments so we can get some of those rooster tails from the tires and also get some good desert racing action. I'll leave you with the rest of the footage. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed. Check out some of my other videos. I got some rock crawlers and boats. I'll definitely be making more videos with the Super Baja Rey in different environments. On 6S. And it's running really good on 6S. It's actually almost preferable at this point because 8S is just too fast. Oh, here we got it. Yeah. Oh no.